For today's Cyber CEO episode,
my Cyberbacker's name's 𝗙cie. What has evolved is actually allowing him to do other things and creativity, creating things that'll help me to even do more marketing, and marketing pieces and developing spreadsheets. I work with quite a few investors. So instead of it being just what it was, it kind of expanded to working on some other things and bring some other things into the forefront to help us be more efficient in the way we operate and the things that we do in our business. And 𝗙cie has done a really phenomenal job with that.
Welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest coming back to the show. John, how are you doing today?
Oh, everything is great. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful myself. Thank you very much for asking and for dropping by and coming back to the show. I know you have a lot of things to do. Really appreciate your time. Now, to start things off, we just wanted to talk more, of course, about your experience with virtual leverage and here with Cyberbacker. Now, how long have you been partnered with Cyberbacker, John?
You know what? I believe it will be a year now in July.
Oh, okay. So going on your first year with Cyberbacker. Now, was this your first time to work with someone virtual, by the way?
Yes, this was my first experience.
Mm-hmm. Go. Now, since it's your first time, what are your thoughts now, or your thoughts now about virtual leverage when you hear that word?
Okay, so thoughts about virtual leverage. I think the good thing about it is just that, you have somebody that you can work with remotely, mm-hmm. in a sense, where they're not necessarily in person, but it's like they're right there with you because you can still contact them or you can meet with them with technology today over Zoom, mm-hmm. and go over everything. And then being able to leverage somebody else to help you with a lot of the tedious things, paperwork and things like that, different things that you need them to do, maybe, write a contract like on the fly has been awesome. So being able to leverage somebody else so that you can actually focus on the things that are going to drive the business, mm-hmm. has been pretty good. And be able to do it virtually and not necessarily in person is a great advantage.
There we go. Great advantage, of course, for any kind of business. Now, talk to me more about, let's say, adjustments. Did you go through any adjustments now, since it's your first time working with someone virtual, rather than working with someone in the office? Were there any adjustments, I mean?
Huge adjustment. It was a huge adjustment for me, especially coming from being a single agent for many years. The biggest adjustment for me was actually learning to delegate some of the tasks. And then some of the training and, adjusting to creating new systems of things working and things like that. Those are some of the adjustments that we had to go through. But the biggest one for me really was delegation.
All right. So delegating that. Now, basically a challenge that you went through, again, was what you mentioned, just delegating. How did you work through that with your Cyberbacker then?
The way we worked through it with my Cyberbacker was just, first in the beginning, kind of training them on some of the systems that I did have in place, showing them how I did certain things, when it came to, writing a contract or, certain inputs, utilizing different spreadsheets and things, and tracking the business. There was that thing, and then just allowing him to step back where it's, or me to step back, where I would like normally do a lot of things. And I'm showing him after a while, you have to kind of pull yourself back and allow them to do the work, make the mistakes. And, it's kind of like, raising a kid in the beginning. You have to allow them to make mistakes in order to grow. And then what actually was the beautiful thing about it is that my Cyberbacker's name's 𝗙cie. 𝗙cie actually developed a lot of systems A lot of different things of, keeping track, the things that I hate to do, he has strengths in, and he's developed a lot of things. And it's like, wow, this is amazing. Like, okay, you got that. I don't have to worry about it. And it's actually kind of freeing in a sense,
Yeah, freeing, of course. And again, more time for you to focus on the business, not in it, right? Yes.
Right.
Now, talking about Ricky, then your cyberbacker, talk to me about the tasks. Then talk to me. Have those tasks, because I believe we talked about it a bit the last time that you were here on the show. Now, has that job list evolved so far?
The job list has evolved. Where in the beginning, they also encourage you to do a 30, 60, 90, come up with a few tasks that that they would have to do, or things to kind of help them move along the way in your first 30 days, 60 and 90 days, different goals that you want them to meet. Since then, what has evolved is actually allowing him to do other things and creativity, creating things that'll help me to even do more marketing, and marketing pieces and things like that. Developing spreadsheets. I work with quite a few investors. So instead of it being just what it was, it kind of expanded to working on some other things and bring some other things into the forefront to help us be more efficient in the way we operate and the things that we do on our business. And Ricky has done a really phenomenal job with that.
Gosh, imagine in just a span of a year, already a lot of success in the partnership that you have with your cyberbacker. Now, talking more about the partnership that you have with Ricky, how did it work out during the beginning? Because I know in any kind of partnership or relationship, you have to put in the time, put in the work to make it work, to make it successful. How did you and Ricky do it, John?
The way me and Ricky made it work was really in communicating. We would meet daily. We would go through different tasks to make sure he understands things, different trainings. We would actually, in the beginning, you're going to take some time to have to sit down with your cyberbacker and go through and make sure they have it. And then during that time, the relationships kind of built, okay, all right, I understand this. Then you get the opportunity to learn more about what their strengths are and what they can bring to the table and how they can help you. And then on top of that, you also look for opportunities and ways that you can help them to get better. So as a partnership, I view that as, you're working together to help each other get better and grow together. And we've been able to do that. We've seen some substantial growth. And I feel like it's going to go to a completely different level here in this next year or so.
Gosh, that's going to be very exciting. Of course, building the business for the future. Now, we talked about partnership earlier. Talk to me more about that.
I really do feel like he's a very detrimental part of the business. This is a partnership. We are a team. The more success that we are able to have, the more I'm able to go out and build and drive things into the business. And, he's able to handle that. That's not just me anymore. You can only get so far by yourself, and then the growth that I've had over this span of time has been, exponential. To be honest, the growth that I've had has been really, really, really amazing. Yeah, I view it definitely as a partnership. A team like atmosphere is what I look to create. And as we grow even further and adding new people into the business, it's going to grow bigger from there.
That's very, very exciting, of course, to hear the growth of the business. And again, just great news for us to hear when it comes to having a great experience with Cyberbacker. Now, your business has been partnered with Cyberbacker for a while now and has seen some phenomenal results, as what you mentioned earlier. Can you share with us some of your biggest wins ever since you partnered with your Cyberbacker? Maybe you have any data or any metrics that you can share with us, John.
Some of the biggest wins since partnering with Cyberbacker. As far as income wise, year over year, I've been doing pretty good. But this past year, in partnering with Cyberbacker, I've seen my income basically double, in the metrics, So, whereas the previous year I did, I think it was, gross commission income was right around 80 something thousand. This year, this past year, it actually went from that to that of about 140,000 in gross income in commissions. So GCI was really good. Another metrics was just like the number of listings. I was able to focus more on listings, and my listing inventory grew more than triple of what I had the previous year. So if I had said in 2021, my listings that I took last year from 2022 up to 2023 actually tripled. And then we just had a really big close of package deal, which is growth. 24 units we just closed just a few days ago.
There are a lot of success so far in just the first year of your partnership. A lot of things to look forward to in the partnership that you have with your Cyberbacker. Now, obviously, once we have this out, he's going to be listening. Of course, I just wanted to know, before we end today, do you have any special messages or a quick shout out you'd like to give out to 𝗙𝗍, your Cyberbacker?
That's the biggest thing I always say is just, hey, 𝗙𝗍, he knows that's my guy. We're going to continue to keep moving forward and growing and, just to stay doing what he's doing. And we're definitely going to get better, continue to get better, continue to grow, continue to push this business to newer levels. And as I grow, definitely he's growing. Then we're going to look for other opportunities for him as well.
We're very excited to see the continued growth and success of this partnership, of course. And again, Don, thank you very much for coming back to the show. We always have one when we have you on the show. You have a great day now, all right?
Yeah, have a great one. I appreciate you.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.